Hi, I'm Tara and welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing an easy chili recipe to you. It is so simple to make. It's perfect for Super Bowl Sunday, which is coming up this week. This is the perfect game day recipe. It feeds a ton of people and I know everybody will love it. They always do at my house. We're gonna get started by chopping up a green pepper, a small yellow onion, and a clove of garlic. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with a yellow onion. If you only have big ones, that's totally fine. Just use half of it. We don't need the whole thing. Or just use a small yellow onion like I'm using. I like keeping a little bowl to the side like this. That way I can just kind of throw everything in there as I'm cooking so I don't have a big mess on my countertop. Okay, so we're gonna turn our heat up to a little under medium. And I'm using a Dutch oven. You can use a large pot. I love Dutch ovens for several reasons. I'll make sure I link this one. This is actually an Amazon Basics one, and I think it was like 50 bucks, and it's awesome. This is the second one I bought, actually. The first one had a white bottom, and it just got really kind of like faded over time and looked dirty, so I got the one with the black enameled pot this time. We are gonna add a tablespoon of olive oil in. Let this heat up just a bit. Now I've added in 16 ounces of ground beef and 8 ounces of ground pork. For the ground beef, I like an 80-20 mixture. It just seems to be really tender at the end, and all that fat really makes it perfect. I love ground pork and ground beef together for chili. I love it for meatballs, meatloaf. I just think it creates a really good texture between the two of them. We're gonna cook this for about 8 minutes until it's no longer pink. As it's cooking, I really like to use my wooden spoon to mix it all together and break it apart into pieces. I don't love big giant chunks of meat in my chili. I want it to be broken up. Okay, so this is looking nice and cooked. We're gonna go ahead and transfer our meat into a bowl. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and strain most of this fat out. We're gonna keep about a tablespoon in doing this. I usually just pour it into a bowl on the side. And as you can see, I've got just a little bit in there. And it's okay that we have a little bit of meat too, that's totally fine. And we're gonna throw our onions and peppers in. We are also gonna add in ½ teaspoon of salt. This just helps to soften up these veggies. We're just gonna cook these for a couple minutes. About 3 or 4 minutes just to soften them a bit. They're gonna soak in our soup and get really delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and add our beef and pork mixture back in. Our garlic. Next we have ½ teaspoon of cumin, garlic and onion powder, 1/8 of a teaspoon of chili powder. We're gonna toss in 1 bay leaf. Add in our fire roasted tomatoes. Our washed and drained kidney beans. A can of tomato sauce. 2 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And lastly, we have our chicken stock. We're gonna use a whole one and then a half of another. And if you like your chili really watery, you can definitely add more. It's gonna get thicker than this once it cooks for a while. I like mine somewhere in the middle. Some people like theirs like really soupy and other people like them really thick. So if you like it really thick, I would definitely adjust this. Maybe just do a little bit less than 1 container. If you want it thinner, go ahead and use how much I put it in. Then you can always add to it. And that's it. We're gonna let this come to a boil, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cover it, let it come to a boil. I'm gonna stir it, put it on low heat, and I'm gonna cook mine for about 2 hours. And what I like to do whenever my chili is cooking, I like to go ahead and get my tray of toppings ready. Especially if you're having people come over, it's just so much easier to get it knocked out and just plastic wrap it, put it in the fridge. That way when you go ahead and get your chili out, everything's ready. You don't have to like do things last minute when everybody's starving. I also always make my corn muffins. I don't have them here today, but I do always make corn muffins with chili because I just feel like people are looking for corn muffins with chili. I don't know. I like to crumble mine up and put it all over the top of my chili. I just think it's so delicious. So make sure you check out my corn muffin video too. It's so easy. You can make them in advance, like the day ahead if you want to. I'm gonna start by shredding up some cheddar cheese. Oh, here comes the dog. See his little head? He's such a sticker. He thought I had cheese on my finger. Okay, so I'm gonna use cheddar cheese. Monterey Jack is really good on here too. If you like, you could go with pepper jack if you like really spicy. That's it, so easy, ready to go. I'm just gonna wrap it in plastic wrap and keep it in the fridge until serving. Okay, so our chili is finally ready. It's been a couple hours. I'm so ready to eat. I'm going in with a little bit of cheese and some cilantro, and I have to do sour cream because I love sour cream in my chili. I usually stir it all in and then I add that cornbread I was telling you about. So good. Oh my gosh, this looks delicious. It also looks really, really hot. This is so good. This is that perfect game day chili that everybody's gonna be super excited for on Super Bowl Sunday. Make sure to subscribe so we can keep cooking together. I love sharing simple recipes to make your life easier. I'll see you next time. Bye.